In today's Inktober drawing, you're going to see me draw Snøhetta's Norwegian Wild Reindeer Pavilion, placed in Jørgen. And as you know, today's Inktober topic is deer, so let's rewind the time. Alright everybody, welcome back to another day of daily sketching, where today we're going to be drawing Snøhetta's Reindeer Pavilion. So, architect Snøhetta, very famous, and I believe this building is also quite famous amongst architects. We'll see how this goes. Most of the day, I'm going to be talking about what I'm thinking when I'm sketching. I'm just right now feeling in where things are. Now, the Snøhetta's Reindeer Pavilion, this one is quite the nice vantage point view. It's like located in this middle of nowhere, but the buildings, they are very interesting in a way. So right now I'm currently drawing the perspective in the windows, be it it's not that accurate, but it's about the feeling of the drawing. There's this one futuristic stove looking design over here in the pavilion, and this place is surrounded by wood. This is all curved wood. Actually, fun fact, I've learned about this architecture in school, where the teacher was telling us to try and model this building, but actually I did not model this one. I modeled Snøhetta Serpentine Pavilion. This one was more for the other students. Whether if it was harder or easier, I'm actually not quite sure, but it is what it is. So I realized that the vanishing point is actually more around here, not here. Let's just go ahead and add in some of the wooden structures here. Okay, let's add in the people, except this is a reindeer viewing place. I'm actually going to try and add a reindeer somewhere in the drawing. This reindeer is way too big, but I don't know, maybe reindeers are really huge. This looks really bad. We have ups and downs, alright? It's not like you'll be able to draw perfectly every day. Sometimes you just gotta be nice to yourself. What's important is you gave it a shot. And plus, I'm doing this without a sketch, so I'm gonna forgive myself. I feel like artists tend to be too mean to themselves. That kind of make them hate art eventually, and you don't want to do that to yourself, right? That's so huge. I don't think a reindeer would come this close. They are rather a cautious species. I doubt they would do something like that to come close here. And I'm just gonna shade it inside. There you go. And add some shadows right there. And some reflection. Okay, good. Why don't I go ahead and accentuate some of the edges to pop things out in details? Especially like one of these. This is a nice detail that you don't want to miss. I'm gonna do it slowly. And I want to sort of create this curve like here. And there you go. And to show that it's a little bit textured here, I'm not going to connect the lines fully. Accentuate these. And accentuate the floor, because it is dividing between the outside and the inside. Just like that. And I'll accentuate the person, just outline the edge. Now, I'm doing the interior because I thought that might be able to show the people and the architecture together, but this building actually looks really nice from the outside. I'm going to color the wood, follow the form of the shape. Whenever you're doing nice architecture or even character art, it's important to follow the shape of your lines. I mean, after all, you made those lines for a reason, right? I hope you can sort of see how I'm leaving the white gaps in between here and there. That allows it for a nice contrast, and you can also see that it's not fully flat on the surface. Keep the edges just bright. That way you can sort of see that it's the edge and it's curving in, and the lights are hitting the edge of the wood. Okay, that looks pretty good. Alright, let me move the drawing just a bit higher. Leave the edge just a bit to show that it's a window. Let's color in the stove with a rather dark contrast. Color in the top part darker to show that it's in the shadows. And it maybe blend in the edges just a bit, so it's nice and smooth. And the floor, we need to color in the floors here. It's very bright and reflective. How should I do this? I think I'll start with accentuating the pole's reflection. Now, I have a reference pulled up in front of me. it doesn't have to look exactly like the reference. It's about sharing what it should look like, right? If you can make the floor look reflective without actually exactly drawing like the pictures, that's great. It's about sharing what you want to show, which right now I want to show that the floor is very reflective. So this is actually very ideal. Now the people as well, I want to make the people reflective, so I'm going to do that. And the floor, this is floating, so I'll just add in some shadows into here. I'm going to make the deer, reindeers aren't brown, but I'm going to cheat a bit. I'm going to give a hint of orange in him, because they are somewhat orange a bit. But I will accentuate his horn with orange. This should make the drawing look a little bit more 3D than it is right now. Can I do maybe right here? Just a bit. Oh no, I messed it up. Alright. Plan C it is. Kind of accentuate the furthest edges to be a thicker line. That was not planned. I thought I was using a brighter color, but apparently not. Alright, so that's the end of today's Inktober. I tried fixing that dot, it did not work. It's okay, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you learned something about the Snøhetta's Pavilion, although I haven't really talked about it properly. Maybe I'll do more research on my videos, so maybe you can expect more architecture related information in the future, as well as some drawing techniques here and there. I'm going to figure out how to balance these two together. But thanks for watching until the end of this video. Please check out my other Inktober drawings. I hope you'll find them valuable and useful. Anyways, I'll see you guys around, and bye-bye. See you guys later.